Bing bong. Welcome in to Conversation with the Mafia live show. How we doing tonight?
Yo, everybody, what's up?
Going to give it a little bit of time before we get started just to get everybody in, let
What
them
platform we
know.
on? We're on Facebook,
We're
we're
on
on
Facebook and
YouTube.
YouTube on the Mafia page, and then I'm going to share it to mine, share it to yours, share it to the Kingdom. Let's see what it do. Now you guys get in here. Welcome in, welcome in.
Have to start telling.
Oops, that's not it. Okay, we're live on the Mafia page. How'd you guys get in here? Okay, we got sound. Okay, we're live on the Mafia page. Yeah, we got sound. Oh, look, I'm going to share it to the group. Boom, that's in there now. Do I got Kingdom in the group? I put it to the story. Bing bong.
Man, I am going to get on Conversations with the Mafia. Did you share that to my page too?
I'm doing that now. Yeah.
Cool. Let me know who's all. We won't say your names, but definitely let us know that you're in the chat.
At least not that name. We're going to hit the 6 o'clock. We're going to start going live at 6. Tuesday nights from
every
the
Tuesday
studio?
night from the studio. We're gonna do that.
Guys, make sure you hit the like on here, the share, drop a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. If you're representing a business and you're in here tonight, definitely
Fact, hit us up so we can actually let
Give you a
everybody
little
know
shout
during
out.
this live that you got a business out there and how it's going and what you guys do. This is great. We just cut a couple of small clips that we're actually going to go about, 15.
55 and 56.
Yeah, 55, 56, but they're about 15, 20 minutes, and it's going to be easy things that we talked about, just jumping into the conversation and just the questions that you would have for that. Now, one of the things I do know is that our channel, again, like I said, can benefit everybody, whether you're male or female, but it's mainly aimed at men.
Yes, sir. So, we'll go ahead and get this flyer airdropped to us so we have the info. Shooting over to your iPad so you have it.
Got it. Already had this thing on, man.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm going to blow up this QR code to the camera, but
I'm actually going to share it onto the into the page.
Cool.
I believe I can. I think I could do that. We'll figure it out here. Let's see. Oh no, you can't. But it'll be on the Mafia page here after the, and it's all over as far as the QR code.
nice.
And I hope that's the one. It's not. Oh well. I didn't share the correct one that had a good QR code, but on the page it is. So it's 6:01. Welcome in. Looks like we got a few in here, so welcome in, guys. As we're waiting for everyone to get in here and get into the conversation with us, I just want to give a quick shout out to Hard Hitters Group DJs. They're doing Juneteenth this year downtown. So, guys, make sure. I think it was on the 20th. I think it's the day. Is it the 20th? It's June something, 19th, I think.
Juneteenth, man.
But yeah, they got a big ordeal going down there. I'll have Rampage if you're on there. Go ahead and tag the
Post
time
that
and the
thing
date.
up. Yo, check it out, man. And here's the thing about Juneteenth. What's crazy is because I'm going to talk about La Junta, Colorado right now. And so if my sister is actually watching at this point in time, I got onto that page and I kind of follow what's happening in La Junta, Colorado. It's small. Anyway, they had some history there about some things that were happening there that happened during those particular slave times and people that were there. And they have actually some type of ranch that I started reading on of how a certain woman did a lot of things there. And she was black. With that being said, there was a lot of hate that came towards some of the city councilmen because they wanted to celebrate, Juneteenth. And some people were like, no, I don't want to celebrate Juneteenth. They don't deserve a holiday and stuff like that. All right, I get it. There's some things that people can have their own opinions, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same token, those are your opinions, and you shouldn't have to force them down my throat, just like I shouldn't have to force my opinions down your throat. We're all welcome. We're all human. We're able to share that and have free speech. So I was looking at what was happening in La Junta, and right now, at that point in time, to be honest with you, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'll be moving down there. I don't think I'll be moving down there. I'm okay with what I have to deal with here in the city. I don't need to deal with it in the country.
What's wild is I read stuff online, and the narrative that they push with the fear, right, is done on purpose to stop. And when you get down there, you realize that it's probably not that bad, or there's a whole other side of life that's just not on social media. And so, with that being said, just kind of watch what you guys take into heart as far as
Well, what's crazy, man, we're having that talk about that, and I was talking to him about like just how much what's real, what's not real.
Right.
Who has fake accounts? Who doesn't have fake accounts? How many likes are really actually generated by real people or not generated in one of those?
Well, I mean, do you see like on TikTok, every time I post a video for us, it says to get 17,000 views, pay $20. And I was like, huh? Oh, no, man. I'm just going to stick with my 200.
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't care.
You know what I mean? Like, go that route.
Yeah, I don't need the likes and all that clout. I don't do it for that. And I said it a long time ago. Everybody's like, why are you on social media? I use social media as a platform to actually spread the gospel. I use it to actually spread the gospel. Whether people like it or not, that's what I'm entrusted to, and that's what I'm going to do it. It's not about myself. There's a lot of things that I'm posting out there just to help other men to get healed. And it's nice to be at an age where I'm respected for it, but I also know I've done the work and I pushed through it.
Yeah.
And I'm still continuing doing the work. We were talking about that at men's group. Ain't nobody fixed. Even if you get to 60, 70, you still got things you got to work on. Ain't nobody fixed all the way through and through. There's not a perfect person on this planet. And if there is one, please introduce them to me.
Right. So we're at 5 minutes after, and what we like to do is just try to get on here and do kind of a live recap, talk about some current issues, talk about some past episodes, and just talk live. You know what I mean? Have a conversation that's not recorded. And Hightail Pet Saloon, welcome in. And kind of like give our flowers and shout out to the supporters and. The criminal element, you know who you are.
The criminal element.
My brother Tyrone just checking in. What's happening, Tyrone? Welcome into the live tonight. But what we're really getting into tonight is what we're going to be involved in this Saturday coming up, and Father's Day, the No Man Left Behind Father's Day citywide men's breakfast, and that's going to be on June 20th. 8:30 a.m. over at, is that Nolan's? I can never pronounce this.
Yeah, Chris will put it on there.
Yeah,
we see it. I know that I'm kind of just putting it out there on my iPad, but it'll be part of that when we get it up.
And what we're talking about is it's a ministry support event that helps fuel future men's group activities that he does. It helps build the ministry. And it's a $30 breakfast, all you could eat buffet, and it's going to be men only. It's going to be like a men's group, but we're not going to beat you down with the Bible, and we're not going to try to evangelize you on peace. What we're doing is it's going to be brothers with brothers, chopping it up, empowering each other, just basically building each other up. But what we're going to do is, instead of how they done it in the past few, where they had a guest speaker speak. Yours truly, Conversation with the Mafia is going to be there. And we're going to be on stage, and we're going to interview the two speakers that we have. And, man, I wish I wanted to be more prepared and have their names. I know one's Kyle, and I forgot the other gentleman's name, but we're gonna interview them this style, where we're gonna just get up and talk. It's gonna be about a 45-minute live that we're gonna be on down there. We're gonna kind of broadcast some of the event that's going on down there as far as the crowd and participation. But we're going to do a live broadcast of how we do our podcast and interview these guys. And it's not really going to be an interview. We're just going to bring up some discussion points that they actually have some background in. So instead of them answering as like the author of the book or whatnot, it's going to be where they just get into this conversation like we're doing here and chop it up.
You know, it's going to be interesting to what happens there on that day. And I'm looking forward to all the food that's going to be done because it's going to be a big spread from what I understand. It's going to be great. That's one thing that I'm looking forward to. The other thing I'm looking forward to is meeting other men out there that actually to build new networking, new relationships, things like that. But I'm also looking forward to the conversation. This isn't going to be just people just up there speaking. We're actually going to have this engaged conversation with a lot of people that show up, right? So if you actually get there, there's going to be some questions that you might have for us and you're sitting at a table. We're going to be able to actually answer some of those questions for people. No, we're not going to take every question because we got a limited amount of time, but we want to be able to turn around and be able to answer some of those questions that you may even have asked for us. But I can guarantee you once you come to this breakfast, it's just about fellowship, uplifting one another, building relationships, and coming into unity with one another. Right now, fellas, more than ever, men right now, we need each other because we're having generations fall off the wagon and fall to a different way, and it really comes down to us men uniting one another to each other.
And you're hearing Coach say men, not churches and not organizations, but men that are going to come out and bring a style and a flavor from where their background is, let alone, but having communication with other people, like-minded men that are, we all have I don't want to say an agenda, but we all have a purpose, and we're all pushing towards the same purpose, and it's all biblical and God-backed. But we're not going to be there to try to recruit for churches. We're just going to be there to share the word. And I think he said we're opening up with praise and worship with a local Christian rapper that's going to come in.
Rapper.
So that's going to be kind of cool. We're going to be out at Newlands right there at Heather Ridge Golf Course.
Yeah, that's right there off of Iliff and like 225. But I think it's
Xanadu.
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 Cool.
And what it's going to be 13521 East Iliff, and the flyers all over our pages, and as we get closer, you're going to see them all over. There's a QR code on there that if you scan, and what it does is it gives you a chance. If you guys can't make it, or if you just like, hey, that's kind of cool, but I'm not with it, there's a way you could buy a ticket. There's a way you could buy 3 tickets. There's a way you could buy a table. But what's cool about this is that even if you can't make it, there's a donation button that you could say, I don't have enough to buy a full ticket, but I could buy a half a ticket. And what this does is, again, this fuels the ministry to go to build on to as far as other endeavors that Pastor McDonald is doing.
And what I like behind it, hey, ladies, buy the ticket and cockbog your husband to make him get down there, right?
Yeah.
Get his brother to go with him, or your best friend's husband to go with him, whatever. Start to try to just get them out into that type of atmosphere. And what I like to see is, just like we said, it isn't really anything to do with any particular church and trying to drive that thing forward. What we're trying to do is get together as men and start something that God could lead us into something better with each other, build relationships, build networking, talk about the things that men, and that's our conversation is going to be, the things that men are dealing with, struggling with, or how we're overcoming things, because I'm not one of those guys that wants all the emotional thing. Here's the problem. I want the solution. And that's the way most of us men think. Like before we even go to the store, we already know what we're going to go into that store for. We know what store we're going into to go get it. We don't need to lollygag and go through different stores to figure out what we want. That's how men work. We want the solution right away and move forward with it.
And from what I'm understanding is the videos and stuff that I watched from prior events, they have a good spread. It's not a chintzy, like you get some scrambled eggs and a piece of sausage. It's supposed to be a good spread. Some great conversation with minded men. And also, you know, this may even open the door to where people in your own neighborhood that maybe you're looking for other men's groups, or if you're looking for, you know, other outlets to join, that this is going to be one of those outlets, that network that, you know, that could bring it full circle.
Agreed.
It's not one culture based situation. It's not one church organization that's doing this. There is a church organization behind it, but he is not pressing. He's not, you know, trying to recruit. And I'll be honest with you, from what he said, there's not even going to be a mention of it. But we're going to be there.
You know what I like about it, bro? It kind of reminds me of how Bill McCartney, and if you guys are anyone that is a native to Colorado, will remember Coach McCartney out of CU, how he started this. And he started a thing called Promise Keepers, and it really didn't have anything to tie to anything with a particular denomination or religion or anything. It had everything just to do with brotherhood. And I felt like how that strong of a movement went forward, it changed a lot of people's lives, and there was a lot of things that had happened in a very positive way. I feel that this thing could be a start of it, and I'm actually very happy to see or be part of it. Who knows where this comes and where it goes from it, but like I said, what I would love to see is many men pack this house. Many men from different walks of life, different cultures, different races, different parts of the world come down. Let's not only just have the time that we're having there with breakfast and listening to a short amount of time of the questionnaires that we're going to interview and the people that we're going to talk to and receive the questions, but we can have a different type of fellowship with one another at the end and still be able to say, okay, look, I met a few different dudes that have a different walk, that have that same perspective that I have. And it's nice when we start to drop those walls and we come out of isolation and say, like, look, we got more in common with each other than we got against one another. And it's amazing when you start to see that you'll realize like 95% to 98%, we really all have in common. It's the 3 to 5% that we hold on to that keeps us separated from one another. And it's time to come out of that particular shell. So I'm looking forward to this, brother, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and McDonald does a lot of good things. He's in the prisons. He does a golf tournament. He does a lot of things for the community based on these events that he puts together. And I know he gives out. He has a food bank situation where he's in the neighborhood. They got a food truck where they go out to the homeless camps.
I think
and
it's Mama's Kitchen.
yeah,
like
and they're doing. So I wish we could have got him on, but unfortunately our schedules
yeah, we was
didn't
hoping
match.
to get him on. But I do know one thing, that we will have the guy. One of the guys I don't know. I think his name's Kyle. He's the voice of the Nuggets.
Oh yeah,
And he will be one of the guys with us on the stage. So which is going to be great. I can't count how this has been so nerve-wracking to me. Like, seriously, bro. Like, when we cut here in the studio, it's what we do.
Oh man, I'm not even stressing on this. We're going to get out and do our thing.
You know, my thing with it is like, okay, how will it go? And it's not really about, am I nervous of what I'm going to speak about or talk about? I'm nervous if I'm going to have enough time to speak to everybody and be able to have something that I can receive from everybody else, because that's what I'm going for, man. I'm not going there to say anything. I can't wait to receive.
I kind of feel a little bit of what you're saying. I'm more worried about the technology side, because this is our first time that we're going to do this live, not in the studio or not at my house. And that part's a little scary, because like you never know if the internet's going to work with us, the Wi-Fi is going to do all that.
If it does, it does. If it doesn't,
hey,
the
midget,
people in the room are still going to get what comes out.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you tagging everybody in here. Guys, make sure that, if you're in here, tag somebody. We got to get the word out. We're live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And really, we just get down here to go in circles. If we get a good group of people asking questions and the conversation gets engaging, we'll stay on late. But really what we're going to do is we're going to get on here and, try to go for a half hour or so. And like I said, if it goes longer, then glory to God. But, if it's just a quick get on here. And tonight mainly is about the breakfast and what's going to go on there. And but, hey, if anyone that's tuned in has something, you watch an episode or, curious about what's coming out next, definitely give us a shout in the comment section here, and we'll be glad to address that. To either answer it or let you know what is coming. If you have a suggestion, we definitely don't got a problem writing that down either tonight and putting that into play.
Listen, man, I like the 2 episodes that we just cut previous before this happened. And I kind of like everything that we cut because I feel that as we cut these things, there's a lot of things that are said that I even take home myself. And that's what I'm interested in. Like I said, when I come down to this men's breakfast, I'm interested in seeing what everybody else has to say. What can I receive from these guys that's going to help me better my walk? Not only and the knowledge and wisdom of what other men got to say.
Right.
And I'm not one of those guys that needs to only hear it from guys my age or guys that are older. I can take what young men have to say and be like, yo, he's got some wisdom there for his age. And I could apply some of the things that he said.
Man,
into
and
my
I'm,
life.
I'm really looking forward to when this movement kicks out and we start getting the engagement to where like somebody who's a certified professional could tap in and like maybe answer some of the questions where we may have got it wrong, or even just, hey, you did hit on this, but add this to it. And that's what this whole podcast is about. We're just the 2 brave souls that get in front of the camera every week and take our time out of our daily life that we got going on just to come down here and push what God put on our hearts. But mainly what it is, it's a platform to open up to where, you know what, if you're interested in coming down and being part of the show, or if you want to like get interviewed, or at any point, like, hey, you got a business and you want to come down and talk, I know we're gonna get Bo on here at some point because Bo got the pet salon going on, and I was thinking about I'm trying to connect with AZ because he was doing a lot of stuff for us with the music.
That's right.
And getting him on here just to talk about his projects and stuff.
And what he needs and stuff at this point in time.
But this is an open platform to where, like, if you're supporting us, we're going to support you.
right.
And
That's
every time we get on a live, we always give shout outs to everybody who wants to be mentioned on the inside the conversation. But mainly what it is just to touch base with you guys, so you don't think that we're just these like these faceless YouTube channels that are just copy and pasting some chat into voice and letting it do its thing. We're real people. We're here in the community. We're out of Denver, Colorado. And we're all through the thing. While we got some time here, we got a few more minutes if we don't get any engagement. Hey, she said, Liz said he needs to come in and sing to everybody a song. Bo does a little, "Oh," you get him going.
Oh, really?
Bo's cool, man.
Yeah, my dog only does that when the ambulance or the fire truck or anything's going by. He thinks that he's part of the music group of it and stuff. So I was cool that Bo can do it on his own.
Yeah, Bo's awesome when he does it. When I first met Bo, he used to sing us a song, and he's awesome. Rampage, welcome into the live tonight. Hey, Rampage, I was giving you a shout out at the beginning for your Juneteenth there. Can you go ahead and drop that in the comments? And Liz, if you got anything going on with the salon, definitely throw it in the comments so it's seen. Definitely use our platform to get your guys' stuff out.
That's fact. And
But I was going to say, while we got a little bit of time while people are coming in, give a little shout out about what you got going on to the team. And
oh, well, our team right now that I coach right now is Colorado Rockets, and they're actually a national team that travels all around the country and plays other teams from other states. But we also have a team. We have where we play games in state through a conference here called the CFL. So we play teams every week. We'll be traveling up to Colorado Springs this week to play a team from Colorado Springs, and that will be the Colorado Springs Flames. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there. A lot of our guys, we haven't had any time to get them here to the studio to start to actually get their football stories and how life has been with them and the struggles and their things that they have coming along. There's one guy that I want to bring on. His name is Alan West, and he has a testimony and a half that most men have never been through. And when you hear his testimony and the things that he's gone through, and I'm not saying he's a religious man or anything like that, but just to see the work that he has put in and the progressiveness that he has become and what man he has become. Because I remember meeting this man, 16 years ago, on how the anger and everything else was in him on the field, how he has changed his life around. I also want to give a shout out to the people that actually have this building called Pepperdine's Marketing and stuff, and their marketing products. So they do everything that comes with signage, whether it's vehicle wraps or anything like that. It's been a great thing and a great relationship to a young woman here by the name of Diane Drew, and another man by the name of Dean Fallender that actually comes here, and great relationships. So what I love about this thing is that it's the relationships that we have built throughout my life with these people, and the character that you have with them, the integrity and the morals that they have that has everlasting effects. So what I try to do is be the same way. Like I have to be able to be the same way, the receptive part, and look at people and those ones that I'm starting new relationships with, to understand that God has put these people in my life for a reason, not to be used. There's certain things that you bring to the table. There's certain things that they bring to the table, and it's an even exchange. And I love that part. So it's great to see that those things are actually happening. So with that, if you have a business out there, and I never shout out my business, man. I never talk about what I do, what my company's about or anything, because I like to focus in here on what's happening in the podcast. But anybody that does have a business out there, we would love to give a shout out to you. We don't mind posting your guys' posters or anything that you have on social media onto our page so other people can find you also.
We got Arius checking in. Good to see you. He says, glad I could finally get you guys live. So, hey, we're here every Tuesday, 6 o'clock Mountain Time. Hey, Arius, I know you guys got something going on with the youth at your event. If you got something coming up, definitely drop it in the comments here so it could be seen.
Man, we need to get Arius down here, man. And I'm talking about, like, this young man right now is so on fire for God. Ooh. And just the way that his energy is, it's great to see. And a young preacher, man,
yeah.
You know? And so it'd be great to have him in the studio to talk about his particular thing that he has going on and the youth movement that is happening that way. So, man, Arius, we would love to see you and your guys' youth from your church and the other places that you get involved with in this Father's Day breakfast.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be great to see you guys down there also.
Yeah, so we're going to be at Nolan's at Heather Ridge Golf Course at Iliff and Xanadu, just west of I-225 in Aurora. 8:30, doors open. It's going to be $30 a person. You could sponsor a table. You could, hey, if anyone out there has got some employers that are looking to sponsor, got some guys that that want to come down and share, guys, please. These events are needed, but the support is definitely appreciated. And this goes further than just this breakfast. This opens the door for, like I said, when he's doing the prison ministry, the homeless feeding. The other men's groups and stuff that he does, McDonald has his hand in a lot of things. So
listen, I like where it starts off. It's like no man left behind. So it may be that you guys can just sponsor a table for one dude to get in there that can't afford it or anything, and he can get the resources, or he's able to actually talk to the others out there that, hey, look, we can help get you where you need to be. I can tell you right now, I got a gentleman like Coach Howie. Coach Howie works for the city of Greeley, and he helps place people in homes and helps check on them and see that their lives are moving in a great direction. And it's amazing to see God, where he's taken that young man from. As far as Arius, cool. I'm so glad that you're going to be down here soon someday. You're more than welcome at any time. And I just like to add to that as you come to some of these events, the networking that you can receive is there's a lot of people that you got something to bring that, hey, this is what I do. And there's somebody that has some place that could be plugged in, that need could be met. Now, I don't know if anybody else that I know from the LDS church will be down there, but it'd be great to see them because they have a lot of things that go on also.
Yeah.
But it's not, like I said, it's really not about a religious thing. It's more of just a man thing, coming together and helping one another and finding a way to tune in. And what I like to call it more than anything, it's kingdom.
Yeah.
It's kingdom fellowship, kingdom-minded,
and it's powerful when multiple kingdom men from different religious backgrounds could get involved. Hey, my brother Tyrone's checking in from Waco, man. Texas in the house. What's up? I see Mom took you on that road trip. I see your door got fixed. That's big. That's big time right there, brother. Tell Moms I said hi and the rest of the family that's over there. But yeah, man, I'd like to see multiple guys come from different backgrounds and different organizations, but come under the word of God and love, and to come in and not be so in tune with just one thing, but like being able to come stand arm in arm and serve a community, because that's what we're all called to do. We're all called. I mean, we could get up and speak the word. We could get up and do this. We could do that, and we could have our ministries. But what it's supposed to be is unity and love. And
I like that, and celebrate the differences with one another. Like, don't get me wrong. There's other ones that I seen. I seen the ones that can bring the word a whole different way with the slap your neighbor, and then I seen the ones that just come straight from word to word, and preach it that way. But what I love is the differences that we have. That we don't have to have. As long as we come together unified, our differences are very little. And some of those things that work out to our favor that way, because what I would have to say, like Pastor Matthews would say all the time, not everybody's my audience. Not everybody's going to hear me, but they may hear Arius, they may hear you, they may hear, Pastor McDonald or Pastor Johnson and stuff. The thing is that some way, somehow, they're going to be heard.
yeah. So Missy just said, how much is the men's breakfast? I would like to pay for someone that can't go because they can't afford to get it in. I'd love to get them there. If you go to the flyer there, the QR code has a link there that you could just go into, and you could click that, pick one ticket, or you could just donate to at the bottom there. It says donate to Greg. That way he can disperse those extra tickets. Or if I believe there might be a way that in the notes there, and I'll double check, but I think there's a way that you could scan that and say, well, hold on, you ain't gonna pay for me to go? Oh, I get it. But no,
Man, look at DJ Rampage, man. He's like unity in my Rick James voice.
yeah. Come on over here.
Oh man, it would be Rampage, bro. It would be him saying that.
And with speaking about Rampage does a DJ service that anything from kicking a cat to getting married. If you need some music played in the background and you like lights and graphics and anything that man could bring to value, I get down with Rampage. I go out and I support his vision. I'm part of the team, and it's awesome to see the show and the service he puts on. So if you're looking for any DJ, you don't call me because I ain't coming. But you can call him.
Y'all going to be spending that Juneteenth, like we said earlier in this video, and that's going to be something nice to have happen down there.
June 21st from 12 to 9 at the Denver Art Society, Juneteenth Hip Hop and Soul Celebration, kid-friendly and family community event at 734 Santa Fe Drive in Denver. I believe that's in Denver. Yeah. But come out and, it's a free event. It's for the kids. There's going to be a little of everything from small business to restaurants to music, obviously, because all of our hard hitters are going to be out there. Getting together to put on a thing. He's trying to get me in the building. I'm trying to run from it, but I'll be down there Rampage to support. Ooh. But that's going on June 21st. I said 19th, so I apologize. It is the 21st, 12 to 9, Denver Art Society. Make sure you guys go check them out. If you're not friends with Rampage, send them a like here on Facebook. A friend request or whatever they call it now. I'm a little confused because I go on so many platforms. But just make sure you tap in with him. I know on all of his pages he's got plenty of advertisements of how to get a hold of him and solicit his services. So Hard Hitters Group Entertainment. Make sure you reach out to him. So we got that. We talked about that. Hightail Pet Saloon. They did put on here that they got their sign put up. So slowly, surely getting it built out. So big. I like to give Liz her flowers multiple times every time we're on here because she's such a big supporter. And if you guys haven't seen, go to Beyond the Struggle podcast. Look up her thing. She had an amazing testimony and display of resilience and healing.
And give a shout out to Beyond the Struggle.
Yeah, Beyond the Struggle.
They also have an event coming up here at the end of the summer.
Yeah,
and he's done tremendous amount of work down there.
Yeah, I mean, they're putting it down for the recovery. I'm part of his team too in the background, and Mark has a heart to serve, and the dedication and sacrifice he's put into this to build to start to get healing in the streets, from the drug addiction. So It's good to see that. Arius said, so good to see you guys. I'll see you Sunday. Yes, sir. We look forward to seeing you.
Amen.
With that being said, I get a little plug myself today because Wednesday at Main Street Worship Center, I'll be teaching Bible study service at 7:00, 1300 Jamaica Street. If you don't like me, come see me. But we'll be there. Come get some word.
See the word.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, you want to come like beef with me? Come in here and get some word. I'll take it. I'll take it all. But I'll be speaking Wednesday night, 7 p.m. At doors open at 7, a little before 7. But hey, if you ain't got nothing going on tomorrow night, come down and join us. Me, Marcus will be in the building. And I think he'll be in the building. I said that, not even asking, but we're gonna be there. Having some fellowship and a word. It's an hour service in Aurora, just off of Colfax and Havana area. I know you might be scared, but we're gonna be there with you.
Man,
So
look,
come
it's
on down.
It's serving in the community, and that community needs us serving in it. And if not, like I said, this is where I'm looking forward to meeting other people from other places that possibly can help. Like, they're not out there doing all the serving in the community, but they're able to offer the food. They're able to offer some clothing. They're able to offer their different resources to help us with that. And I'm looking forward to that.
So Marcus Arias said that he's preaching this Sunday with a laughing face. So
Is this the second week of June? So
man, are we in June?
I don't even remember. Like, I know that he handles that all the time, and so I'm glad. I'm looking forward to hearing Arias preach on Sunday.
So if you want to hear what Marcus was bragging about on Arias, come down Sunday. Join
Yes.
us at Main Street Worship Center,
That's right.
1300 Jamaica's.
Come hear this young man preach.
Yeah.
I promise you, especially the youth, y'all gonna feel the
Yeah.
excitement in the air of him and stuff. And then he's always bringing a good word, which means that Arias is definitely in prayer before he brings a word. And I'm looking forward to hearing what he has to say. So yeah, I'm glad he's going to be preaching on Sunday. Come and hear it. Come and
Yeah.
come and
So
hear what
guys,
he has to
definitely
say.
make sure you share out this live. It never hurts to share it out. The comments are appreciated because it helps the algorithm grow. Tonight we got 8 people in the building, so that's awesome. It's starting to
Listen, man,
catch
Coach
on.
Howie just popped in too.
Coach Howie, where you at, man? Where you
So
at?
again, like I said, Coach Howie's in Greeley, and what he does is amazing. I touched a little bit about it earlier and stuff, and his testimony. If you guys haven't paid attention to it, go back and listen to when we first bring Howie on to this program, and you'll see like the support that he gives us, but the healing that has processed and come forward for him. Man, I'm so glad of this young man.
Hey, Arias said Marcus has been telling me I need to be up there, and now I am. So he Sunday in the house.
Sunday in the
Let's
house.
see. Will I be able to watch? You know what, Tyrone? I will make sure that if we're not live with the we're going to be live with the cameras.
we're gonna be live with the cameras
because
on
Kathy
Wednesday.
likes to watch too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
big ups to my sister Kathy. But yeah, we'll definitely have it on there. And man, I can't wait till Sunday to see Arias go. Liz said thanks for so much support and always showing her love. Of course, we if we're not here for each other. Who are we here for? And, we appreciate TJ tapping in with you guys over there. So big up to TJ. I don't know if he's watching now, but if he is, big ups, man. We appreciate you tuning in. But, guys, make sure you share this out. The more we could reach, the better this message gets. Just to kind of touch on the last couple episodes, we got this week just dropped Wrap It Up or It's a Wrap. And we have Brother Jaman in studio with us for that one. So make sure you guys check that out on the YouTube channel. Clips are going out now as we speak. Wait, no. That's coming out this
coming
next.
out.
Oh yeah, so that's next month.
That's
Yeah, I'm
next
sorry, man. We got so
next
many episodes going. That's what's coming up. So Brother Jaman was in the studio. That one's going to release Monday. We had be thankful for God for what didn't happen. That's what just dropped Monday, and those clips are out circulating. So
And there's a lot of us that could actually turn around and look back in our lives and be like, ooh, I'm glad that didn't happen.
yeah,
I'm glad that didn't happen.
I was going to just touch on one thing too. We're on the live. Peaceful Rest joined our men's group this last
right.
Monday. So big ups to
Pastor
Peaceful
Chuck.
Rest. Uncle Chuck and Brother Rick came in. Brother Greg was there the week before that. So it's good. It's good to get the old crew back together and just speak God. It's awesome to do. And guys, if you're in here and you're part of a men's group or you know of a men's group, drop it in the comments. We definitely like to come out and support and check it out. you know, I get so much church. I feel like one of God's disciples. Sometimes I feel God's going to put a protection order.
You know what
on
I'm going to
me.
like right here about this that we're starting to go live is that all the shout outs that we're going to be able to give to businesses. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be so glad that when I have this breakfast here, that I'm going to see how many businesses that are going to be able to get a shout out from us. And that I just right now, like this is camera 2 right here that I'm pointing at right now. But behind camera 2 is a whole wall right there. And what I would love to see is like just different companies, different businesses that we have met and that we have relationships with their CEOs, their presidents, or people that are working there, that we're able to give those shout outs during our lives all the time.
Yeah, I can't wait till the network gets so big that, you know, like Beyond the Struggle could hit us up because they have a need for something, and we got someone in the network that can step into the gap and fulfill that. What up, TJ? He just checked in with the what's up. So glad you're on here tonight, man. Appreciate you tuning in and your support. Again, guys, we're mainly on here to talk about the No Man Left Behind Father's Day breakfast. If you got a kid, you got a nephew, you got a neighbor, you got somebody you're mentoring, man, bring them out. You know, you're going to pay close to that at Furs or any other buffet to
It's not
eat.
even that, man. The simple fact is that even if you do go to any of those buffets anywhere, you're going to pay about that price. But what kind of fellowship are you going to have?
You're just going to have a grumpy old waitress that don't even want you to be there.
You know,
Big shout out to them because we need you. We need your
them to.
we need your grumpiness to send some more people our way. So if you're in the area, it's going to be at 13521 East Iliff Avenue in Aurora at Heather Ridge Golf Course inside Newlands. Newlands.
And you know what's going to be really nice behind this is that as soon as we get done with this QR code and everything is going to be on our page, our Facebook page, Conversations with the Mafia. You'll be able to tune in that more and you'll be able to register from that. And I'm looking forward to seeing those numbers jump up. Get in soon, get in quick because there's a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
There's a limited amount of time. There's a limited amount of seats that are going to happen. And if you don't get in when you can get in, you ain't going to get in because you won't fit in.
Hey, you'll be able to watch it, but you ain't gonna be able to eat. And I'm looking forward to. They said they had a great spread the last couple of years, and I don't see it changing. So, Rampage said I keep tagging your business, Marcus, in different groups. Let's go. So
Nice.
yeah.
Thank
So
you.
know,
Thanks, Chris.
yeah.
Thank you
So like
much.
you know, that's what this live's all about. You know, giving flowers, recognizing support, and you know, just getting the word out about the podcast. And you know, the more you guys could share this and recommend it to a friend. YouTube is jumping in membership. I think we've grown like 75 people on the Facebook page. So you know,
we
it's,
ain't bought none of that.
yeah, and it's
You
not
know,
bought. Those are all organic.
Those are people that are just that. Some of the people we don't even know, which has been thankful, and I'm grateful for your guys' support and that God somehow gave you a word, and you've been tuning in every week to it. I thank you guys so much for that. And like I said, there's a lot of other platforms that have all these people that seem to tune in, but it's really the robots. And I can testify, like what Brother Chris just said, like, hey, we can make you go viral for this much on TikTok, pay this much money and stuff. No, we are doing what this particular thing says. Trust in the Lord.
Right.
You know, that's what we're doing because the bottom line with what we got and what we're called to is just being obedient. And it's been one foot in front of the other. We see the vision, but God is just taking it step by step. So we're under His mercy, under His grace, and under His leadership. And whichever way it goes, it goes. But I want to thank everybody that has come in, tuned in, hit like, comment, and subscribed, and that always has something to say. So everybody out there that we can possibly give a shout out to, I look forward to it next Thursday, the Thursday after, the Tuesdays. And the next Tuesday after.
Yeah, so every Tuesday,
keep moving
6 p.m.
forward.
Denver time, we're going to go live. I'm gonna try to get a little technical savvy and do some schedule posts so it sends a reminder post out to everybody. But guys, just get the word out. You know, I appreciate we have 8 viewers tonight, and you know what, man, that's 8 more people than the one that we're searching for. So, you know, I appreciate you guys tuning in with us. Again, we're out of Denver, Colorado, so that's going to be 6 o'clock Denver time every Tuesday. And you know what's going to happen is if we're both not available to go, one of us is going to go. So at any point, you never know who you're going to get on the live. You know, we may have someone down here to do a interview with. We may go live with somebody remote. So if you guys want to join us, definitely hit us in the DMs or in the comments and say you're interested. We'll reach out to you, set up a time. only requirement is that you got decent internet, because if not, it'll just look
It'll
real
look
lagged
bad.
out. But we definitely look forward to doing some more remote stuff and going that route. But we're hitting the 40-minute time on here.
Yeah, I think we're about ready to close this up at this point in
So
time.
we did,
I want to thank everybody that tuned in.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys again. I'm going to say it one more again. Father's Day breakfast, Citywide Men's Group breakfast, No Man Left Behind. Saturday, 8:30 is when it starts. That's going to be June 20th at Heather Ridge Golf Course at Noonan's, the restaurant inside there. Guys, come out, support. You don't know what you're going to miss unless you miss it. So, come out, support a good cause. This goes way beyond the doors at the breakfast. But you never know what's going to happen, and you never know what churches are going to be in attendance, and you just never know what resources and what's going to be in that room. You never know what God has up in store unless you be obedient and join in with what's going on.
All right. So until next time, tell a friend.
Tell a friend. We did it again. We appreciate you guys. This is our Tuesday live. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all got to start loosening up and asking some questions in here. But Midget, as you're on your way home, if you're still listening, drive home, get home safe, love you, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. This is the only part I haven't figured out is how to disappear over there to hit this button. But we out.